Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with the one and only Antonio Tarver. Antonio, it's good to see you here in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
What's your overall take has been since being here?
Man, they know how to put on a show.
Right?
I mean, this is like top notch. The promotion has been amazing. And then Tyson Fury and Ngannou, they are like really meeting this fight head on. You know, Ngannou understands that he's not a boxer, but he's going to bring what he has to the table. He thinks it's enough. He thinks it's enough to land that punch and remind us of, say, Lewis, maybe Rockman, you know. But Tyson Fury is also confident that this is his domain in the ring. You feel me? He's the boss, and he's going to show the world why boxing, I believe, is the #1 sport in today's combat sport game. So, but Ngannou is here to represent MMA. Tyson here to represent boxing. And you know who I think what I think is the best sport of them all, boxing. I think Tyson will be successful tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we have Alexander Usyk here tonight as well. We know that if everything goes as planned on Saturday night, and hoping that there's no injuries for Tyson, they're looking at December 23rd as the date for the undisputed fight. How do you see the fight going down between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk?
That's a tough one. Right now, I would think size and reach and it would be the difference in that fight. Usyk is one of a unique type of boxer. He fights like a middleweight, the way he let his punches go. That'll give any heavyweight problems. So if anybody can outpoint and win a decision, it's a guy with the skill set of a Usyk. But Tyson Fury is a different type of beast, I believe. And I think when it's all said and done, he's going to be the one standing at the top of the division, unbeaten, and one of the greatest of all time.
Just your opinion on Showtime leaving boxing. Does that say something about the sport and the direction in which it's going?
Yes, it says a lot that it's time for change. It's a new beginning. It's not change.
When you say time for change, what needs to change specifically for you think?
I personally don't know, but the energy, the frequency that the game is running on, it's energy, and they got to get the right energy. You feel me? In the building.
What do you think the difference is that's currently happening between boxing and, say, MMA, the UFC? It seems like Dana White really has mastered, I guess, the blueprint in terms of how successful it can be, as well as putting on non-stop, really competitive fights.
I mean, I just think that's the difference. It's just they're doing way more shows. They're active. You know, every week you probably can find a UFC fight somewhere. In boxing, it's just every blue moon we get a fight that everyone wants to see. And it doesn't really speak of the talent that's out there in the boxing game. But we need a promoter that's not afraid to take the necessary risk to keep this machine running. And when you look at the motion of the game, it's starting to favor the Middle East. And when I look at your excellency, you know, I think they have the right mindset for what they want to do moving forward and moving on into the future. You know, boxing has to want to help itself. And you know, that says a lot, but you got to think about what I just said. They got to be willing to help themselves, you know. And so that's how I feel that we've just had one mindset for so long. Sometimes you just got to turn the page and welcome in a breath of fresh air.
Let me know your thoughts on all the promoters sort of having beef. Is that part of the problem?
Yeah, that's the problem. They should come together as one sport and work together, you know, in unison, you know, and like it's enough money on the table for everybody to eat. I mean, boxing been around the longest sport, the greatest sport. Just got to get the right people involved. You feel me? To give back to these young fighters. You feel me? When you get someone that have gone the distance in this game and still, at the end of the day, have the ability to express himself, this guy need to be the one that everybody want to be like. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, health is first and foremost. You see a lot of these guys that done made all the money. But what are they doing as far as, you know, giving back and being relevant in the game today? You feel me? Because these are the guys that I looked up to the Sugar Rays, the Hearns, the Leonards, the Durants. These are the guys I looked up to, and you still see these guys walking around here today. You feel me? And it's a great thing. But we got to just continue to build the sport, promote the sport the right way.
Right.
And I think boxing is going to survive. We've survived and outlasted all of these sports. You feel me? But like I said, change is not always bad. Sometimes change is good because you usher in a breath of fresh air, new ideas, you feel me, and new faces and new people. And I think, it's going to help boxing in the long run. And if we have to start traveling abroad to get the fights we want to see, then so be it.
Right. Just your opinion on Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford, likely for 154. Does the new weight make a difference for Errol?
It probably will make a difference. I just don't know if it'd be good enough to defeat Terrence Crawford. We may see a different fight, and I'm hoping we see the fight that we expected to see the first time. That would be great for boxing. But when I saw what I saw the first night, it wasn't about the weight. I think it was more about the skill. And I think the skill set is not going to change. I think Errol Spence is going to have to come in with the mindset that he's going to lay it all on the line, that he's going to show the people that he's really that guy that he say he is, and that sometime in rematches, the guy that lost gets it right. Sometime. I think he's going to have to really reinvent himself. Can he reinvent himself to a whole different type of fighter when he faced Terrence Crawford again? Because he's going to have to bring something different. Everybody knows that.
Okay, but Terrence Crawford dares to be great a lot.
Time.
So now we know that he's more than open to jumping up to 160. 168, is it? That he wants to fight 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez. Little too much, in your opinion?
I think so. And that's just being realistic. But if anybody can go to 68, put on a few more pounds, and win against Canelo, it's a guy with the skill and the talent of a Crawford. Because even if he's a little bigger, you feel me, he's going to be a little bit more stronger too, so he's going to have a lot more pop. I just think for skill-wise, Crawford would be a nightmare for any fighter because he's really, really that good. He's really that good. He'll give Canelo fits until Canelo probably land that big shot. You know what I mean? Canelo is slowing down a little bit, even though we didn't see that in his last fight. It's just the activity. The activity. You don't see a lot of the activity that we used to see with Canelo. And I think if he fought Terrence Crawford, he's going to have to pick that activity up a whole lot. But that's a good fight. I would have to say, I'm going to go with Canelo, the bigger, stronger guy, in a very heated fight. And if Terrence Crawford is on his day, we could see a new undisputed champion.
Right.
Yeah, if
That'd be wild.
That would be wild. That would be wild. 3 division undisputed champion. Ooh, we're going to have to make another name for that. We're going to have to make another name for that one.
Right. Well, Antonio, thank you so much. I know that you guys have a dinner to get to, so I'll let you go. I know.
Yeah, I got to go jump into my phone booth.
You're like tux.
Yeah, and put my tux on, yeah.
You said your phone booth?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Bye, fans. Thank you.